Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about some exciting Ripple XRP news. Of course, before we fully jump into this video, I just want to ask you guys, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on to never miss an update, as I am uploading a ton of crypto content on the daily. Also, if you guys aren't new to the channel, or even if you guys are new to the channel, definitely hit that like button, as it does help the video get recognized as well as the channel to grow. So with that, let's just jump into this juicy content regarding XRP. So for the longest time, XRP has been looked at as one of the most legitimate projects within the fintech zone in crypto. Incredible use cases and stuff like that, but it is also looked at in a negative aspect as well. A lot of people think that it's a joke of a coin, oh, it's just a scam, whatever. But overall, I do want to address the fact that XRP is doing real world problem solving for trillion-dollar problems as well. This is an asset that I personally believe will be in the top 3 very, very soon, yet again, as it has been in the past. It will most likely be at the number 2 spot by the end of this bull run as well. I completely have zero doubt that it will be back in its 2017-2018 position above Ethereum, and so does Brad Garlinghouse. Of course, I understand that he has to sell the coin because it is essentially an entity along with Ripple, but I don't think that that is the case. I think that he sees the vision behind it, as well as pretty much everybody else in the XRP community. So with that being said, before we fully jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know, if you guys do want more of my content, my crypto insights, my exit strategies, all that kind of stuff, you guys can get that on NCashOfficial.com. I also have this Crusader Trading Bundle Pack that includes pretty much all the products for one price, which is $85, as well as all future products for free. This also includes my residual income making strategies and stuff like that I will be uploading very, very soon. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can check it out on NCashOfficial.com. But with that being said, let's jump into what is happening. So first and foremost, the first tweet is coming from Ripple Panda XRP. He's saying, keep in mind that XRP is considered a regulated digital asset in Singapore. And this is actually coming from Singapore as well. I actually said this in my HBAR video as well, but we just hear Singapore minister sees a place for crypto in Asia Finance Hub. As a matter of fact, Brad Garlinghouse himself said that crypto innovation and adoption is growing immensely overseas and outside of the U.S. because, of course, nobody's stifling it there. In fact, we see here the central bank is keeping an open mind on cryptocurrencies because the regulator wants technologies and innovation to develop. And that is the right way to look at things. That's also the right mindset to have, because this is assets that have the potential to truly disrupt and innovate very, very fast and allow for these markets to really kind of move in an efficient way. And I mean, this could allow for a lot of speed or streamlining in these major financial markets. Now, of course, we also see our thought experiment, a new Bretton Woods in a cryptocurrency sort of way. XRP equals Bancor, XRP Ledger equals International Clearing Union or ICU, SDR equals Global Reserve Currency. Mostly eliminates the Triffin dilemma. Thoughts? And we also see here, I read an interesting article that discussed bilateral exchange of CBDCs between countries. It stated that each country would have to have 200 bilateral agreements with each country's CB for this, which would be impossible. Liquidity not even considered. But with a bridge, X, you already know, that is not issued by any single country, thus not having to follow any sovereign country's laws. No need for bilateral agreements, and thicken liquidity instead of fragmenting it. And that is the big key behind XRP as well. It is allowing for a lot of this major innovation with CBDCs, interoperability, and all that kind of stuff, bridging these major, countries' currencies together through one massive asset like XRP, without having to change any of these major, frameworks, or, have to take months or years to build these frameworks. It's already there. This technology could be utilized tomorrow. It's already being utilized. So XRP solves a lot of these problems. XRP essentially is at the heart of this massive innovative technology that could pretty much reshape the Nostro Vostro account situation, pretty much get rid of it entirely. And of course, allow for a lot more innovation and, again, like I said, streamline to happen in the major payments sector. Now, again, we also see here XRP the standard. We do a lot of these wrapped tokens, but we just think this wrapped XRP asset is going to be huge. Borda said in an interview, it's a top 10 digital asset and has one of the biggest communities in crypto. If you guys missed it, essentially XRP got wrapped to make DeFi compatible, is a first for this asset. So I think that this is pretty cool, and I think that it's interesting. I don't think that it needed to be get wrapped, but that's just my overall opinion on it. But of course, I think that this could be pretty cool nonetheless. And of course, they have partnered with Hex Trust, with WXRP or Wrapped XRP. Now we also see here SBI Holdings considers XRP a bridge currency that reduces credit risk and pre-funding costs, enhancing competitiveness. Analysts predict a 324% rally for XRP's price based on Ripple's latest partnerships and proceedings in the SEC versus Ripple case. And I personally think that we could be seeing a lot higher in terms of percentage gains. In fact, I think that we could potentially see, a 2,000% run if we do repeat the 2017-2018 bull run. But of course, we're talking about the latest partnerships and stuff like that in terms of the news. And XRP has been really kind of boiling up in terms of that massive, innovative partnerships and stuff like that they have been building and working on. So I'm very excited for that. But we also see here, Ripple launched a 6-figure campaign looking to educate policymakers, regulators, and so forth. The campaign, which includes a website touting what's real about crypto, will also include ad buys across outlets in Washington. And this goes in depth on pretty much what's happening within the crypto scene, what's Ripple and XRP, real business impact, all this kind of stuff. I think that this is great in terms of pretty much giving the base points on this, because if you guys missed the meeting that they just had, essentially it was a big problem in terms of pretty much education on the subject of crypto. A lot of people don't understand it. A lot of these people who are talking in Congress or even in the SEC don't even understand crypto entirely either. So, I think that this could be great. And of course, we do see here what's real about crypto, real business impact, real compliance solutions, real sustainability, real innovations, all that kind of stuff. Ripple launched a 6-figure campaign looking to educate them, of course. I think that this is great. And again, when we're talking about education, I think that there needs to be a lot more within the crypto scene, but we are moving towards more, DLT education within a lot of universities around the world. Why do you think that they're teaching it? Well, because it is the future. Also, we do see here Ripple Partner Identity CEO talks Ripple Swift Pent and the transmission of payment messages. We could be connecting members of the Swift network with members of the Ripple network. And we also see the patent here. Here is the nice annual report from Identity as well, changing standards, ISO 222. They're talking about, will allow more information to move with payments and ultimately will facilitate payments moving between legacy networks such as Swift and emerging payment gateways like MasterCard, Ripple, or R3's Corda. However, adoption is complicated and many banks are not looking to migrate until 2025. So keep a close eye out on this. And of course, there's that 2025 confirmation again. And here you guys go. We're talking about 2025 or 2020 to 2025. Ripple becomes the standard for international money transfers between banks. ILP or Interledger Protocol becomes the standard protocol for connecting banks' cash ledgers as part of the Ripple software. A lot of things happening at a very, very fast pace. And of course, here is that Interledger Protocol. This is enabling interoperability across platforms. I think Ripple and XRP doing interoperability with QNT as well. I think that is a huge focus point that a lot of people need to capitalize on because they are doing incredible things within the space as well. Now, of course, I'm going to save you guys the trouble of watching this because essentially this is pretty much that breakdown. We already know that this patent is fairly significant, and I do think that this is confirmation that Swift is working with XRP and Ripple. I've actually already talked about this in a video before as well, but it wasn't really kind of confirmed. Just to kind of show you guys this video or the basis behind it, all we have to really kind of do is listen to the first little portion of it. So let's listen closely.
Now, last month, your share price spiked briefly above 30 cents. It's now around that 18-cent mark. What caused the spike and why wasn't it able to be maintained?
If I'm honest with the market, the spike came from some public discussion about the patents that we own in the United States and drawing some connections with what our patent could be used for. We've made it public that our patent for an idea that uses blockchain and tokens to send and receive very rich payment information around the world has the ability to connect both old and new payment networks around the world. So for the transmission of payment messages, we could be connecting members of the Swift network with members of the Ripple network. And I think that late in August, we submitted some additional claims to the US Patent Office and that received some really keen interest from investors around the world.
So do you think it's only a matter of time then that more investors grasp the story and the potential?
We released a new investor presentation yesterday, which I think.
So the rest of it is kind of just talking about investors and stuff, but there is the confirmation from him himself talking about the, transmission from Swift to Ripple. Now, do I think that this is confirmation of it? I mean, listen, there's a patent for it, which means it could be being worked on in the past, or it could have been being worked on in the past. It could already be live. It could be, getting to the point of being live. We don't know. Right? Of course, a lot of this stuff could be locked behind NDAs and stuff. And of course, though, when we're talking about patents, this is probably getting in the talks of, working within the scene, but it also goes hand in hand with what David Schwartz has always said, where it's the idea that they are not trying to replace Swift, but allow it to work more efficient, which would essentially be able to transmit between Ripple and Swift, as well as Swift essentially onboarding onto the Ripple network as well, which at some point in time, I think that could happen, and it could be really interesting. Now, we also see here no shortage of happenings in quarter three. As Crypto Cowboy posted earlier, it was our best quarter for on-demand liquidity ever. All XRP sales in quarter three went towards the ODL experience, eliminating the need for customers to pre-fund accounts at exchanges and enabling instant payments. If you guys missed this report, it's actually incredible to see a lot of the growth that's been happening at Ripple. We also see here, but wait, there's more XRP's use cases within DeFi grew with Kava, Flare, and others. Ripple XDev debuted a $250 million creator fund for NFTs built on the XRP ledger, inked a CBDC pilot partnership with Buton, and co-hosted the inaugural Apex Summit with XRP Ledger Foundation. So, a lot of things happening. Like I said, innovation and growth are going to continue no matter what the SEC does and no matter what the SEC thinks. I'm very excited for the future at Ripple because a lot of things are happening like this. In fact, here we do see again, ODL has had its biggest or the best year yet, and we're not even into November. Since quarter three of 2020, transactions over Ripplenet have doubled, and ODL transactions account for 25% of the total dollar volume across the network in quarter three. Again, this will continue to grow and grow and grow. And we also see here, goodbye pre-funded accounts, welcome on-demand liquidity. 3 out of 5 of our highest transacting customers in 2020 have now upgraded to ODL to leverage the benefits of XRP-powered payments for their business. XRP-powered payments, just want you guys to understand. Mass adoption, XRP-powered ODL had its best year so far during the Ripple lawsuit. The SEC doesn't matter, and that is the truth, right? Now, of course, we also see Bhutan's central bank, the Royal Monetary Authority, has established itself as a leader in financial innovation. What's the reason they partner with us as a pilot of CBDCs? And here's those major use cases: enhance digital payments, expand inclusion efforts, embrace sustainability. People need to realize what is happening. XRP, the standard. I completely agree. Now, again, we also see here Internet of Value, and this is the basis behind that ODL service, and this is exactly why it will be so huge. So here is the traditional way of doing things. You pay bank to bank, Nostro Vostro accounts, bank, pay received. And this is that cross-border payment system that we are doing right now. And then here is the XRP way. Pay, XRP, pay receiver. That's it. 3-step process. That is exactly why XRP will prosper into a new age. That is why we are seeing a lot of things happening. That is why when we're talking back to the identity stuff, this is confirmation that the future looks very bright for XRP. I think a lot of people need to start realizing that as well. Now, we also see here Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says the Middle East is the company's fastest growing region. And he does clarify that, with remittances and all that kind of stuff overseas, they are the largest group of the transactional volume around the world. In fact, it accounts for a lot of the transactional volume, and they are paying the highest amount of fees. So it's a no-brainer move that they would obviously be the fastest growing. And you guys don't have to hear it from me. Listen to Brad himself.
What additional momentum have you been able to build into the Ripple growth story? Have you been able to come to any new agreements? Because a lot of the cross-border payments, the big channels, come through this part of the world.
It's really true. I mean, this is a major centerpiece of remittance networks, and certainly the immigrant populations here in the Middle East, and certainly here in the Kingdom, between India, Pakistan, the Philippines. And so these have always been populations which pay very high fees for their remittance traffic. And what we're focused on is bringing those down. The Middle East has been one of our fastest growing regions. We've grown network activity for Ripple-enabled payments 5x year on year here in the Middle East. It's our fastest growing region. And I think it really is only just getting started because it is such a center point, as you described.
What stood out to you in the last couple of months in terms of the adoption of some of the cryptocurrencies? We've had a pretty impressive rally in Bitcoin again, but it's kind of trickled through the wider crypto space. What would you take away from that?
Well, I take a macro long-term view. It's very clear that where we've started maybe almost 10 years ago with crypto really being a fringe and edge case, and where it's now become mainstream. The number of people who are holding crypto globally continues to grow very, very quickly, and the believers in how we can use these technologies for real benefit, not for just the speculative dynamics associated with those who may speculate as investors, what have you, but really, as Ripple is using, these technologies can dramatically improve the efficiency of things like cross-border payments. And those today can be very inefficient by speed and cost, and we can make them real.
And I do just want to reiterate what exactly he is saying here, and it's the idea of efficient standpoint. This is going to prosper us into a new age, and he even says it himself. This is just the beginning, and this really is just the beginning. This technology is going to prosper well beyond our years. This is going to continue to grow, and honestly speaking, I think once a lot of people realize that this SEC case is just complete garbage, we're going to prosper ahead of this. We're going to get out of this. XRP is going to go on to do bigger and better things. Ripple themselves as a company is going to continue to prosper. The IPO listings coming. There's so much juicy, bullish news out there that is going to be happening very, very soon with Ripple and XRP, and I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited for Q4 of this year because we are going to see so many gains. I'm very, very excited. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful. This is Nick. Peace out, guys.